Hey guys, my name's Paul Process, and I talk about politics and I talk about faith things, and I have a podcast. You can find all that stuff, paulprocess.com. Go ahead and check it out. One of the things that I've been doing is doing a series of videos on the Colorado propositions and just helping people decide. And what I do right at the beginning, I don't do any political things, and I just show you the facts, and then I get into later, I talk about the actual politics. So I give you the opportunity to look at the bill. Here's the problem with 113 is it is dishonest right from the very beginning. And it really frustrates me when I'm looking at things and I'm saying, oh, people are in favor. Typically you can see a particular side, or occasionally you'll see people come together and say, yeah, we need to fix this law. We need to get rid of this law, that kind of stuff. This is not the case in this one. This is a flat out lie, and it's coming from the progressive mentality. And I've had enough of this kind of bullcrap that's going on in politics, and I'm done with it. If we look here and on 113, it's a national popular vote that shall the following act of the General Assembly be approved, an act concerning adoption of the agreement among the states to elect the president of the United States by popular vote. This basically gives all of the electoral college votes to whoever is a national winner. And it is a dishonest thing right from the very beginning. And let me show you how. The people that they're saying are in favor, conservatives for yes on national popular vote, yes on national popular vote, Colorado's for national popular vote. Sylvia Bernstein is the registered agent. Look at this. Rachel Gordon is the registered agent for yes on national popular vote. And who is the registered agent for conservatives for yes on national popular vote? That's Rachel Gordon. Rachel Gordon has her name all over progressive ideas, pushing this progressivism, whatever. If you don't agree with that or you agree with it, that's fine. What I'm saying is it's dishonest from the get-go, because the people that are saying that they're conservatives for this are lying to you, and I've had enough of this kind of political bullcrap. If we look here on the registered agents for this, and where the money is going and where the money is coming from, and the reality is this bill is coming from, or the funding is largely from, and you just check Colorado Tracer, find out where the money is coming from. Most of it is coming from California. That should be a red flag. California money coming into here, or major progressives coming from here, multi-millionaires and billionaires are trying to push this idea, and almost all of them are this progressive globalist agenda that they're trying to push us into. And I'm saying enough is enough. Yeah, it passed through the Senate. All Democrats voted for this. In the House, I think 34 out of the 40 Democrats voted for this. Not a single Republican voted for this. Tell me, where in this community are these conservative voices that are voting for this? You can't find a single one. We go through and we look at all these things, national popular vote, and then you go through and you look at all the places, all this money, and you're not finding local people. Or if you do find local people, they are assuredly part of the far left crowd. It's dishonest. These people are not telling you the truth. And what this would do, this would disenfranchise Colorado. It would take away the power of Colorado to have a voice in the Colorado election. And the fallacy of, the national popular vote, that it just goes to it's a bad idea, because if Colorado stays blue, which it probably will, because of gerrymandering and the way that things have gone over the last 15, 20 years here in the state, we understand that most likely this state will remain blue. We will not have power within the Colorado representation here locally or in the Colorado Senate because of how gerrymandered the state has become. The problem also is with this is if Colorado swings and goes red, which is possible at some time. Maybe there's some populist running for Republican. It could be Trump wins the national popular vote. This bill, if we stayed blue as a state, would force those votes to go towards Trump if he wins the national popular vote. Now, obviously, this doesn't take place this year. It's not retroactive. It couldn't make these bills or these votes go. But I'm just as a practicality, if somebody like Trump wins the next election, that means that Colorado will be voting for somebody that they didn't vote for. This is a bad bill. I don't see a single reputable conservative with their name on this thing. The fact that they use the name conservatives for this is a fallacy. It's a lie. It's made up. It's false news. But, you know, we put something out on Facebook and say that this is not true. And of course, the false news flag gets pushed. We get our algorithms pushed down, and in the actual conservative voices out there saying that this is crap and we can't actually have good conversations about these things. And I'm tired of this idea that we need to be voting as a Banan Republic goes and does. We're not a democracy. We're a represented republic. I'm so frustrated about this because this is just everything about this bill is dishonest. This is a bad bill. There's more conservatives I can name that are against this bill. So if you are for this bill, you're not conservative and you don't understand history. And since civics isn't taught in schools anymore, and you see a lot of young people saying, why are we doing this way? Because they're not taught. They don't understand. And I'm telling you, get your butt into the library and open up a civics book and learn what the Colorado or the Electoral College has done for us in history, and how it's evened the score, and how it's allowed us to have good, fair, honest elections. This is not the way to do it. We are not California, even though I know that we're headed that way, Colorado. I know we're doing crazy things. We have a governor that's saying he's going to get rid of gas-powered cars. Of course, it's 2050, so he'll be gone way before then. So he gets to his virtue signaling and gets to show how progressive and amazing he is and how much he just cares for the environment. But it's 2050 that he wants to propose this. It's not real. These people aren't real. They wanted to be real about the police violence, and they wanted to show that they're so woke and they are concerned about police violence. And then the bill is kicked down the road for years before it actually comes into effect. These things are not being done with integrity, and you need to be calling it out. If they were really serious, they would actually say who they were, and they're not. They have to use tactics, and they have to lie. These people are not conservatives. They're not voting for this, and the actual conservative voices out there do not want this because it's dumb. It disenfranchises Colorado. Vote no on Proposition 113.